You know that moment when a landlord friend says they are basically running a real estate empire, but their bookkeeping is a single crumpled receipt in their glove box. That is exactly the gap between a hobby rental and a business investors will actually trust with their money. Midterm rentals feel casual because tenants stay for weeks or months instead of years, but the second you bring in outside investors, casual is not an option anymore. Investors do not just want a nice property with good reviews, they want to see numbers that make sense every single time. Think of governance like the seatbelt of your business. Nobody wants to think about it until the moment something goes wrong. Investors expect clear rules about who makes decisions, who signs leases, and who is allowed to spend money on new furniture or repairs. A lot of new operators think reporting just means sending a screenshot of their bank app once a month. Real investors want monthly or quarterly statements showing income, expenses, occupancy rates, and profit margins broken down property by property. Here's the twist nobody expects. Investors often care less about how much money you made and more about how predictable that money is. A property earning $2,000 a month every month looks safer than one that swings wildly between $500 and $4,000. Occupancy tracking becomes a superstar metric in midterm rentals because your business model depends on turnover speed. Investors will ask how many days each unit sits empty between guests, because empty days are silent money leaks nobody notices until it is too late. Now let us talk about the boring paperwork that secretly saves your reputation: operating agreements. This document spells out ownership percentages, decision-making power, and what happens if a partner wants out, and skipping it is like skipping the tutorial level in a video game you already know will get hard. Financial audits sound scary, like a pop quiz you did not study for, but they're really just a friendly stranger double-checking your math. Growing rental businesses often bring in a third-party accountant yearly, and investors sleep better at night knowing someone outside the family is checking the books. Compliance reporting is another piece investors quietly obsess over, especially with midterm rentals since rules vary wildly by city. You need to track permits, insurance renewals, and local regulations because one missed license can turn a profitable unit into a legal headache overnight. Communication cadence matters more than people expect. Investors do not want to feel like they are chasing you for updates. Setting a consistent schedule, like a monthly email or dashboard update, builds trust faster than any spreadsheet ever could. Key performance indicators become your business's report card, and investors will ask about average length of stay, renewal rates, and cost per turnover. These numbers tell a story about efficiency, and efficient businesses are the ones that scale without falling apart. Risk management is the unsung hero of governance, covering things like property damage, tenant disputes, and market downturns. Smart operators build a reserve fund, sort of like an emergency snack stash, so unexpected costs do not turn into unexpected disasters. Transparency might be the most underrated skill in this whole industry. Investors forgive slow months and rough patches far more easily than they forgive surprises. So sharing bad news early is always smarter than hiding it and hoping nobody notices. As your portfolio grows from 3 units to 30, informal habits that worked fine at the start to crack under pressure. Systems like standardized reporting templates, defined roles, and scheduled reviews become the difference between a business investor's trust and one they quietly walk away from. At the end of the day, midterm rental investors are not just betting on properties, they are betting on how well you run the show behind the scenes. Do you want to learn more about how a strong governance and reporting system can grow your rental business? Check out our links in the description.